Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you fucking donkeys. And welcome to a Sunday stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is, whatever day it is. I hope the weekend is treating you well. And welcome once again to the cult of bad tactical decisions, where we have only one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it is Ecto Cooler. And I guess we have a second flavor of or a second flavor of Kool-Aid here in the cult. And it is the flavor of my own personal self-inflicted suffering. But that flavor is just for me. You guys don't get to drink that flavor. But either way, chats, welcome to the Sunday stream. Good to see you. Glad to have you. Glad to see everybody out here today. Very, very glad to be here, especially after this past week. It has been a week of weeks. For those of you that are on the Discord, you may already know. I'll get to that. But again, glad to see all of you today. Glad to be here with some people who aren't middle management assholes. And once again, we are going to be getting into the BTA campaign that we've been working on for a little while now. And I guess I do have to apologize, first and foremost, for all of the folks out there in the VOD land, in the YouTube land, because apparently I forgot to have an episode ready for you guys over on YouTube on Friday. That is my mistake. So I normally pre-schedule all sorts of I pre-schedule all of my VOD episodes. So normally I have somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 12 episodes of the VOD pre-scheduled. And once I have the stuff uploaded and it's ready to go, I don't even look at it. I don't even pay attention to it because it's scheduled and it's like, hey, I've still got 5 more VODs that I need to edit. So I don't really pay attention to the stuff once I've got it edited and uploaded. So I do apologize to all the folks out there in the archive land for missing a day. I know I've been pretty consistent. I've been pretty consistent over the course of this streaming journey, but every once in a while I do make a mistake. To err is human, after all. So apologies for that, but I will try to keep mistakes of that nature to a minimum. And I know this doesn't really mean anything for you in the VOD land, because by the time you're hearing this, it will have been 3 weeks or more since it actually happened. But I can assure you that next time, starting Monday, everything should be back on schedule. In other news, this week, chat, for those of you that do not know, and they just released a launch trailer for it a couple of days ago, we have Metal Gear Solid Delta, the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3, coming this week. I believe it's Tuesday. It's either the 26th or the 28th. I don't remember. But it is this week. So for those of you Metal Gear Solid fans, especially fans of Metal Gear Solid 3, that is also coming this week. It is looking pretty good. They added a lot of stuff to the game. It's not just a straight remake. There's a lot of new mechanics and stuff in the game. And I'm going to tell you right now, the thing that I think is probably the most interesting mechanic, and it's completely inconsequential, but I still love it, is in Metal Gear Solid 3. For those of you that have not played it, in Metal Gear Solid 3, they had an injury system. So you could break limbs, you could get cuts that you had to stitch, all sorts of stuff like that, okay? In the injury system in Delta, whenever you fix an injury, when you fully heal, Snake will have a scar where that injury was. And the scars are dynamic, so it's gonna be based on where that gunshot was, where the sword slice was. Like, wherever that injury was on Snake, that's where the scar is gonna be. And it means that if you're not very good at the game, by the time you get to the end, you may have a very different scar pattern on your big boss than whoever else you might know that is playing the game. There's also supposed to be a lot of other mechanical changes, but they haven't necessarily covered all of that. And to Wasteland's point, this is also supposed to be the same studio that did the Oblivion remaster. So, if the Oblivion remaster is any indication, then hopefully Metal Gear Solid Delta will be an outstanding remake. It's looking good so far. I mean, we could get it and it could be a giant steaming pile of crap, but at the very least, the game underneath, that is, the game that they're remaking, is one of the all-time greats. So hopefully that will make up for it. Anyway, chat. That is it for gaming news. I'm trying to think. Oh, never mind. There was something I was gonna. I completely lost it, chat. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. I had something I was gonna say, and then brain no work good. Brain no work good. Oh, well, I mean, it wasn't on my list of things to talk about, but I guess I can address them. Number 1, Silksong. Finally, Hollow Knight Silksong. The much anticipated but now probably overhyped sequel to Hollow Knight finally has a release date. We'll see if they stick to it. But as someone who was not terribly fond of Hollow Knight, it doesn't... Like, I'm excited for the people that are excited, but I personally don't care. And it's not that I think that there's anything wrong with Hollow Knight, don't get me wrong. I fully recognize that it is an outstanding Souls-like game. It is an outstanding Metroidvania. It's just not for me. It's not the kind of game that I enjoyed. I did try playing Hollow Knight, and it didn't click with me. I didn't enjoy it. So that's the one big thing. And then, of course, everybody's talking about Dawn of War 4. Again, a game that I'm not as excited about as everybody else, because it seems like it's... I've talked about this before, and I used Halo as an example. It's okay to let your favorite franchises die. It's okay to accept that they're dead and gone. It's okay to accept that you're never gonna see them return to their former glory. You are not obligated to be excited just because you have a new entry coming out. Because, one, Dawn of War 3 proved to me that they don't know what made Dawn of War good in the first place. The reason that everyone fondly remembers the first Dawn of War game, even now, almost 20 years later, is because it was so well made. The reason the people were so excited for the definitive edition that just released last week is because the original game was so well made. Nobody would get that excited about a Dawn of War 2 remake, and nobody got that excited for Dawn of War 3. So for me, this is the thing, right? That to me, this is a Star Wars situation, okay? This is where OG fans are going to sit here and say, well, Star Wars still has the potential to be good, and I reply with, there have been 3 good movies, maybe 4, and one good series out of the entirety of the Star Wars franchise as it exists today, which means that statistically, there is more shit in the franchise than there is good content, and most of the good content is older than 75% of the people that still watch it. Dawn of War is much the same, in my opinion. Dawn of War 1, Winter Assault, and to a lesser extent, Soulstorm. That game and expansion packs were the only good, definitively good thing to come out of the Dawn of War franchise. Dawn of War 2 wanted very, very desperately to be a cross between Diablo 2 and Warcraft 3, and it didn't do either all that well. It was certainly ambitious, and I appreciate what they tried to do with Dawn of War 2, they just didn't do it very well. And Dawn of War 3 was, as we all know, a pile of shit. So that means out of the 3 games in the Dawn of War franchise, 2 of those games were not good. One of them was actually bad. So, statistically speaking, I don't have a lot of hope for Dawn of War 4. It doesn't mean that it won't be good. It doesn't mean that I'm writing it off. It just means that statistically, they can show me whatever they want. I'm not going to believe that Dawn of War 4 is a good game until I see it in action for an extended period of time, and it shows me that they actually know what Dawn of War is, what the franchise is about, and what made it good in the first place. So we will see. We will see what happens. I will say this, though. There's one good thing about Dawn of War 4. And take this as you will. As somebody who is waiting very patiently for the Indomitus mod for Call to Arms, Gates of Hell, to add the Conquest mode, the fact that Dawn of War 4 is coming out means that in the near future, hopefully, we will see the models for Indomitus get updated to the Dawn of War 4 models. And I'm 100% okay with that. So, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. We'll be getting some high fidelity RTS scale models in the 40K franchise. So there are a lot of other mods and franchises that will benefit greatly from those high fidelity models. So, you know, thumbs up for that, at least. Thumbs up for that. Again, the game can be shit, but if it comes with good models, at least the modding community wins. And without further ado, chat, with the thankies out of the way, I think finally, almost an hour and a half into what will be a short stream, it is time to go to the Argo. So here we go. And here we are. Here we are, chat. Back in BTA, back in the Argo, back in the Inner Sphere, and back over Jamestown in the Taurian Concordant, having just helped them defend last stream, helped them defend this system from a Davian incursion. And it is time, chat, for us to get into the big, hot, stompy robot-on-robot action here in Battletech. Yes, now says we would not be here without you, so thanks. Well, I mean, I will admit that me being here is what brought some of you in, but yeah, there are some of you who have taken it upon yourself to grow this community by force, which is not a thing that I ever asked you to do, but I do still appreciate it. So it's mutual. It's mutual. And Tarbash, first time chatter, says, "Oh, cool, I caught you live." Well, congratulations, Tarbash, on being here for the live. I assume you're coming over from the YouTube land. So again, welcome to the live stream. You caught us just as we're getting to the gameplay. I know if you're more of a YouTube dweller, you're probably used to the preamble being 15 or 20 minutes long because I cut a lot of the extraneous nonsense out. But here we are at almost the 1.5 hour mark, and we're only just now getting to the gameplay. Today's stream, 90% bots yell at us for giving our money, and 5% gameplay. We lost the last 5% somewhere. I mean, you're not wrong. Any words for your very lost squad of TENORI Tigers succeeding in a boarding action against an enemy warship and then taking an enemy base over in Lancerverse? I mean, I would always say anything that happens in the Lancerverse is anime as hell. Like, if you're not familiar with Lancer, it is what if Battletech but anime. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, what if Battletech but an anime? And that is, well, I mean, what if Battletech plus 40k plus Cyberpunk plus Call of Cthulhu and also anime? So congratulations. Congratulations on successful boarding action and taking over a base. I mean, as long as you plan on taking over the base and then turning it into definitely not a cult compound, then I have nothing but approval. Remember, we're only a cult for tax purposes, chat. Only a cult for tax purposes. Anyway, god damn it. Postal Trout, gifting a sub to Tarbash. Tarbash, haven't been in the chat for less than 5 whole minutes before catching a collateral gift sub. Thank you, Postal Trout, once again, for the massive generosity and the massive chicken. And Tarbash, welcome into the cult of bad tactical decisions, where I'm sure by now, you know, we have only one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it is Ecto Cooler. And now, chat, it is time. It is time to get into the mech bay so I can remind myself of what all we had going on. Well, we still have the awesome, which is still in pieces. We're gonna have to fix that at some point. We are still putting together an urban mech, and we're also trying to refit this Raven. We got a Raven towards the end of the last stream, and we went ahead and refit it with some new weaponry. Although, I have to admit, I don't remember what we put on it. I feel like we put some LRMs on it or something. We put some kind of missile systems on it. I don't really remember. We'll have to find out. But, of course, we did also get ourselves a Centurion the last go-around. We've got a decent stable of mechs here. And with that being said, let's hit the command center, chat. And we'll see what kind of work we've got, because we finished up a flare-up here to defend the system from Davian, but we still got a lot of contracts here that we can take. Omega says, speaking of poor decisions, a friend of mine asked my autistic ass for recommendations on learning Battletech lore, so I sent him 4 days worth of Tex Talks Battletech videos. As you should. As you should, Omega. I mean, that's what any responsible Battletech fan should do. Chad, if you don't know who Tex is, if you've never heard of the Black Pants Legion, I know most of you have. I know that most of you have heard of Tex and the Black Pants Legion. I am a huge fan of Tex. Tex is good people. The BPL is good people. And if you don't know who they are, check them out. They are absolutely worth your time. As a matter of fact, this is a good opportunity for me to use some commands that I don't hardly ever use. So, if you don't know who Mr. Tex is, that is Mr. The Tex of the Black Pants Legion. Go check him out over on Black Pants Legion on YouTube and or theblackpantslegion.com. They actually have their official website up and running. But yeah, the BPL is an outstanding group of people. Definitely go check them out if you don't know who they are. And, of course, I would be remiss if I did not also mention WBPL, which is the Black Pants Legion here on Twitch. Tex is not normally over there. He does not typically stream. However, he does pop in from time to time, especially on Mondays with Depp and a couple of the other guys. So you can see Tex over there streaming on WBPL, but WBPL is running almost all the time because they've got a rotation of different members of the Black Pants Legion community. They're over there streaming different games pretty much all day, every day. I have seen them streaming pretty much all the time. Now, they are mostly a US-based community, And so as a direct result of that, the only times that you won't see them live is usually very early in the morning in US hours. But yeah, definitely check those folks out. They are absolutely worth your time, and they are much more deserving of your support than I am. So if you absolutely feel like you need to support a community, go support the BPL first, because they're good eggs. They're good eggs. They do a lot of good work. They do a lot of work for charity. They've helped a lot of people outside of charity. They've helped people get surgeries to save their lives. They've helped people save their house when they were going to lose it. Like, again, the BPL is good people. The BPL is absolutely good people. So anyway, like I said, I have those commands here in the channel, and I so rarely get an opportunity to use them. So there you go. There you go. Anyway, chat, stop distracting me. Stop distracting me. We got to stomp some robots, and we've only got 5 more minutes before it's been an official hour and a half. So, chat, we got all kinds of things. We got a battle in the desert, battle in the tundra, a duel in the highlands, a battle in the highlands. We got an assassinate. I do like assassination missions because sometimes you can get really interesting mechs from that. And then we got a defend base in the Badlands. What's the difference between them helping people and us helping you? The people that the BPL helps deserve it. That's the difference. Anyway, if we've got a duo duel... How gross. It's 75 tons, though. It's 75 tons. I mean, the heaviest mech that we have right now, besides the Awesome, is a Centurion, which is only, what, 55 tons? So I don't think we can do this duo duel. As much as I would like to, I don't think we can do it because we don't have the right mechs for it. So let's try a battle in the tundra instead. Tundra because we run a lot of laser boats. So the tundra will be good for us as far as heat dissipation. Let's see. Wait, what? We're fighting against Calderon's commandos? Why though? After the death of Jeffrey Calderon, the assumption of leadership by Grover Shraplin, some of the Concordant protested this. Among them was Stuart Bogdanovich Calderon, a distant member of the Calderon family tree, who decreed that a Calderon would rule the Concordant even if they had to take it by force. To that end, Bogdanovich Calderon set about creating Calderon's commandos and waging a one-man war against the Concordant. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I don't have any particular loyalty to House Calderon itself, but I don't... okay, so I've never heard of Calderon's commandos. But like, I was gonna say, it's such an inner sphere thing. Like, if you know anything about the Concordant, then you know that that's not really a thing that they do. Like, Calderon is the noble family that originally founded the Concordant, but, like, the Concordant does not preach, like, hierarchical rule or monarchy or any of that shit. I mean... People joke that the Taurian Concordant is basically space Texas, but, like, politically, that's a lot more accurate than I think most people realize. I guess that means I'm okay with them being the op for? We gotta learn them how we do shit in the Concordant, and we don't... No kings. No gods or kings. Only yeehaw. But of course, we're going to take max salvage because we always take max salvage. Always take max salvage. And then let's see what we're going to throw together. Oh, Chad, I forgot. I gotta show you a couple of things first. In the barracks. I mean, you already know I'm gonna be sassy up in here. but I have done some portraits, so I have to show you. First up is Crappy Sniper.
What's up, boss?
I believe that this running joke speaks for itself at this point. If you know, you know. Next up, we have King Bob.
Standing by.
Who, if you don't know King Bob has been in and out of the channel when he's able. He's working hard out there, but he does apparently some construction for a living, and has done things such as building like community help centers and an orphanage, in fact. So King Bob is the engineer of engineers. And then I think the other one that I did this week was Erst.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
Some of you will recognize that voice. I saw this helmet design, this like futuristic Viking helmet design, and I was like, that fits. That absolutely fits. And so, yeah. Need to send me that? I can absolutely send you that. I saw the design and it spoke to me, and I was like, that is absolutely a thing that Erst would wear. I could see him using that as his helmet in the cockpit of the mech. Not a Transformers Prime. No, it is not, in fact, a Transformers Prime. I will say this. Just for the record, the helmet itself was a 3D render of a model. The colorization I did myself, so if it looks a little crappy, that's why. Did you photocopy his driver's license? No comment. In order for me to photocopy his driver's license, I would have had to have had access to his driver's license. I can neither confirm or deny that that is the case. Anyway, chat, back to the command center. Let's get this mission underway. Again, it's been an hour and a half, and you guys need your stompy robots. Also, while I'm making sure that we're all set up and ready to go, I think now is a good opportunity to remind you, for those of you that are not on the Discord, wait a minute. Oh, okay, yeah, the fleet. I was like, why is Erst sitting out? And it's because we don't have enough slots. That's what she said. But we'll go ahead and deploy. I'm trying not to put Erst on the field because he's in low spirits right now. So I'm trying to wait for that to expire before we put him on the field again. Anyway, chat, let's make it hot. Wait, land slots require both a unit and a pilot. I'm sorry, do we have... Am I missing something? Chat? We have a mech/vehicle and a pilot in every slot, right? Oh, that's why. Because I put myself in battle armor and got fucked up on the last mission. Completely forgot about that. Yes, I got rid of the battle armor last mission, chat. Because after that performance, I was just like, it's not worth it. We're just wasting a bunch of money. I did say though, if we can get our hands on some clan elemental armor because it's more durable and more flexible, I might consider running elemental armor, but inner sphere battle armor is dog shit, and I'm not gonna run it anymore. And we got Dragon Master re-priming for an 11th month, almost a whole year in the cult of bad tactical decisions. Thank you for the re-prime, Dragon Master. Again, for those of you that don't know, Amazon Prime lets you subscribe to one Twitch channel for free. So, Dragon Master, I appreciate you choosing to use that Prime sub here with me. Says, if you want inspiration from my pilot, remember that I'm the guy with nerve damage in my right arm from a bonfire accident. I mean, typically, Dragon Master, I take my, well, for some of the longer running members of the community, they kind of have memes attached to them at this point. But for everybody else, I kind of just take the inspiration from whatever random thing pops into my head. Sometimes it has to do with what happens in the game. Sometimes, I mean, there was one person, I don't even remember who it was at this point, but like, the potato face avatar that the game generated kind of looked like Danny Trejo. So I made them a portrait that was basically just Danny Trejo as a mech pilot. So for me, it's I get my inspirations from all over the place. When the inspiration hits me, I go crazy. Didn't you want to do something about the Savannah Master speed? Grango, you are correct. So what I did was I went looking in the files, and everything in the game appears to be working correctly for the Savannah Master. The reason that it shows the movement as being so low is because those are the base stats. They don't take into account things like the superchargers or triple strength myomer. Like, that doesn't figure into the movement speed. One of the other things that doesn't get calculated in the movement speed is the quirks. And the Savannah Master has a quirk that makes it go very, very fast. So when I tested it in game, the Savannah Master does in fact have insane mobility. It's just, it doesn't show that in the movement profile in the garage. Considering what happened to a certain animated mech this week, should we run extra tests on the ejection systems? Well, I mean, only losers need the ejection seat. So, you tell me, troubleshooter. You tell me. Oh, and I missed it. Postal Trout gifted a sub to Omega Forged as well. Thank you, Postal Trout, for yet another gifted sub. And Omega Forged, welcome back into the cult of bad tactical decisions. I trust you know where the Ecto Cooler is by now.
Command interface initiated.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Oh, we're getting enemy reinforcements and we've literally just landed. Yep, that sounds like BTA to me. Alright, what do we get? I mean, we've got some sensor pings, but where are they? Oh. Alright. Of course it's an urban mech. And a wasp. And a brigand. Well, I can't say I'm particularly excited for any of that. But we'll do what we do. Why? What? Can I?
Yep.
There we go. You know what? Everybody's got spawn protection. Reserve to 1. It's CVEX rolling into the chat on a Sunday. Good to see you, CVEX. Thanks for joining us. And hopefully the weekend is treating you well. You got lucky. I had an hour-and-a-half yapping session, so you're getting in just in time to catch the first mission of the day. Alright, I can't reserve anymore, so I guess we're gonna have to focus down the brigand. It's not the end of the world.
Coordinates received.
It's not the end of the world. Yeah, alright, we'll shoot at the brigand, 60% chance to hit.
Acknowledge.
And just miss with both shots anyway. It's all good. It's all good. I love the yap. I mean, don't worry, the VOD will be up. You'll be able to check out all the yapping on the VOD after the stream is over. 2 brigands even. I mean, we have 1 so far. They said reinforcements though, and we haven't destroyed anything yet, so I'm not 100% sure how many more enemies we're gonna be dealing with. Let me hit it. There we go. We'll do this.
I'm there.
We got our LRM Commando with fast cam. Chet, do fast cam mines still, are they still based on, like, weight? Like, can light mix still just run over the mines without setting them off? I remember that used to be a thing. I don't know if it still is. And War Rocket Ajax will enter the chat for the first time in a long time on a Sunday, saying, "Wook, it's been a while." BTA Rogue Tech. BTA, Ajax. BTA. Welcome back to the stream, first of all. And again, hopefully the weekend is treating you well so far. In most cases, the AI will attempt to avoid the mines. I think I'd rather just do damage. Let's see. The Wasp has only got 1 evasion. So, wow, 70% chance? Yeah, I'll absolutely take that.
All weapon systems.
I will absolutely take that. Oh my. What are you packing? Okay, the regular AC-10. It's just an R60 Irby.
What's up, boss?
I had to confirm that it was the AC-10 and not the AC-20.
Move order received.
Somehow it's already got internal structure damage. Not 100% sure why. I'm not gonna complain though.
Standing by.
Alright, let's get Crappy Sniper up here to snipe crappily with the Gauss rifle that we gave him. I mean, we got roughly equal chances to hit on both of these targets. What's the Wasp? Oh, the Wasp actually doesn't have any more weapons. So it had a medium laser that was damaged, and then it had an RL-40. It's already fired the RL-40, so it literally has no weapons. I guess we're shooting at the Irby instead, then.
All weapons are go. Inflicted some heavy damage.
And Kage DKO saying, I'm new here, been watching the XCOM playthrough on YouTube, but excited to catch a stream. We're glad to have you come over from the YouTube land, Kage. As always, we're always glad to welcome folks from the past to the present. Hopefully you are enjoying the XCOM. This has been a little while since we did XCOM, but I had a lot of fun with it. We spent quite a few hours in the XCOM campaign. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. We are currently playing. My God, if I could stop tripping over my own tongue. We are currently playing BTA, which is based on the Battletech franchise, as I'm sure you're already aware. But of course, as always, welcome into the live stream. Definitely the way that I recommend that you enjoy the community content, but I know that my schedule doesn't necessarily match up with everybody, so sometimes you don't have a choice but to live in the VOD land. Owens, let's see. I mean, we're already moving pretty good, so let's just go ahead and
Firing all weapons.
let's go ahead and burn this Irby down. But a couple of games in between now. Yeah, it's
Standing by.
we've played a few things since, but that's good. I mean, look, I'm not gonna judge Kage based on the content that they're watching. I just appreciate them watching my content.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
I know that the majority of you donkeys are Battletech fans and you enjoy your stompy robots, but not everybody does. So hey, you know, whatever brought him into the community, I'm thankful for that. Okay, so it looks like we're fighting the reinforcement lance first. Do I take 2 coin flips, or do I take 3 40% chances to hit? I kind of want to take the 2 coin flips.
10-4.
Alright, we got 1. That's better than nothing.
Hey, I'm losing armor over here.
Oh, did we? I think we accidentally hit one of our people in the back. That is, in fact, a thing that will happen from time to time.
Skipper.
Let's see. You go ahead and keep
Copy that,
moving,
Commander.
and we'll throw some more LRMs in this direction. You've only got 1 medium chem laser. I mean, I feel bad for these periphery donkeys, because,
Here
like,
we go.
I mean, they're using chem lasers and stuff. Like, it's actually kind of sad.
Commander.
I mean, Vio, you are in close enough. Let's go in and hit him in the side armor. Oh, we're gonna overheat? Alright, so... Killing the AMS isn't gonna help. If I get rid of 1 medium laser, that gets us under. Alright. didn't hit quite as hard as I was hoping. I was hoping to get more hits than that.
Orders?
Alright, Mythian, you're packing a bunch of medium lasers, so tell you what. Let's do what the Tenori Tigers do best. Let's kick him and then give him the full alpha at point blank range. Definitely get around to watching everything on YouTube. Need the primer for all you degenerates. I mean, I will say that the community is quite a bit larger today than it was even just 6 months ago, because these fucking donkeys feel the need to sub everyone that passes through. Yeah, I'm absolutely okay with kicking this guy and then hitting him with an MRM-20. Anytime I have an excuse to melee, I'm gonna take it. Anytime I have an excuse to melee, I'm gonna take it.
Ready to rock.
Alright, Cvix. You too. You too, buddy. Let me see. We're just over the line, so if I just... Tell you what. If I just drop the stealth... that should make our heat more manageable. There we go.
Acknowledged.
There's another kick, and there goes the leg. And the full alpha.
Inflicted some nasty on that sumbitch.
Oh man. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think he's gonna survive that
Enemy
one.
eliminated.
The quarterback is toast. When a space Texan dunks on people for being even more hillbilly than she, a lesson.
Good to go.
I'm not gonna sit here and try to deny who I am. I know what I'm about.
Position confirmed.
Let's see. Gauss rifle and MRM. I mean, not great chances to hit, but I say we take it.
Here it comes.
Yeah, that was a wasted Gauss shot. So sorry you get to know us all now. I hope you can deal with it. I mean, listen. Don't be so hard on yourselves. You may be degenerates, and you may be donkeys. But I think ultimately most of you
Just running.
are relatively acceptable human beings, except for Megas. But he's mostly here because of affirmative action. That's a joke. That all of what I just said was jokes. All about banjos and guns in the same way I'm about fat chicks and giant robots. I mean, you know, like what you like. Apologize for nothing. Regret nothing.
Yup.
Alright, so now that... I mean, I'm trying to think of, like, where's the rest of the enemies, though? Because we started in contact, so now I want to know, like, where's the rest of the enemies? Let's see. We'll go ahead and hit him with the... Hit him with 70% chance? Oh, well. Alright. We got an engine crit. Smirgelli says, are you familiar with heavy gear? Yes, absolutely. I have a ton of miniatures that are my pile of shame, need painting. Also been planning on combining its RPG and tabletop games. I mean, that sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. I haven't actually played heavy gear on the tabletop. I played, I think it was Heavy Gear 2? Way back in the day on the computer, but I've never actually played the tabletop game. I do love the Heavy Gear setting, though. Again, it's like Battletech, but with the anime turned up to 11. And definitely more anime mech designs, which I approve of. I mean, I approve of all giant stompy robots, but I like the Heavy Gear design. And Ven repriming for 17 months, getting closer every day to that 1.5 years, saying afternoon gamers, how we doing? So far so good, nobody's dead, and we're actually doing alright on our first mission of the day. But glad to have you, and thanks for repriming for a 17th month. Always glad to have you folks, and I do appreciate 17 months of support. Findian Burrows, first time chatter, says, does the orange text at the top left take you to the location with the click? I mean, it does, but like, I don't know if they're just gonna be out here on the hillside or like, cause like these guys were in this vicinity of the facility. Makes sense. But then like they're just, I guess, over here on a hillside. It says they're a scout lance, so maybe that makes more sense than I'm imagining.
On the move. Full speed.
But we're still not picking them up, so they might be in some kind of stealth mechs? Possibly? Taking on a space AT&T force, they have a king crab with 2 piercing SRM-3s, 1 piercing large pulse laser, and 2 rotary Gauss cannons. I mean, I hope you have some good light mechs, otherwise that's gonna be a very expensive mission.
Standing by. Let's move.
Okay, we got some sensor contact. What do we got? Unknown mech, unknown mech. Alright. It's alright.
Ready for orders.
At least we know where they're at now.
Confirmed.
Let's see. CVEX, you actually got a sensor ping.
Quick stepping it.
So if you're in range, we might be able to... Oh, well, I mean, he's right on the edge. Hey, it'll let us use it. What do we got? Oh, chat. Wait, hold on a minute. It's a Wolverine, which, trust me, I'm not going to turn my nose up at. If we can get our hands on a Wolverine, I'm absolutely going to do it. However... the reinforcement lance was a bunch of damaged scout mechs. The scout lance has a Wolverine and at least 1 other mech. Yeah, the scout lance is heavier than the regular lance.
Orders.
I mean, this is the inner sphere. I guess I shouldn't be surprised at this point.
Going full throttle.
I mean, we got the sensor lock. The Gauss rifle has a 37% if we battle Lord. That gets us up to a 50-50 chance. I'm taking it, chat. Let's see if Crappy Sniper's gonna live up to his name. He did, in fact, live up to his name. Congratulations, Crappy, on being crappy. And King Panzer rolling into the chat on a Sunday. Good to see you, King Panzer. Thanks for stopping by. Always glad to see you. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well so far.
Receiving you.
Also, I don't know why, but it seems fitting to me that King Bob, being an engineer and being a vehicle pilot at the same
Understood.
time,
Moving fast.
somehow pairs well together. That was completely unintentional, but I think it actually works well.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's see.
Ready to rock.
Vin in the commando. Let's get you up to the ridge line here. And we'll throw some sandpaper his direction. Might as well battle lord it. I mean, you've only got the LRM-10, so
Firing.
it's not as if you're gonna really have a heat dissipation problem. AMS putting in that work. Oh, well, I guess crappy accuracy putting in that work. Another wasp with an RL-40 and a broken medium laser. So yet another wasp that can't do anything now, except potentially get into melee range. I guess that works. Let's go ahead and we'll move forward into the tree line for some cover. We've only got some medium lasers, but hey, you know what?
Aye, aye.
Firing lasers is, like, there's no disadvantage unless we're close to overheating.
Yeah, I missed.
Damaged lights are reserved. It should be used as last resort. Look, EW. This is not the place for logic. This is Battletech, okay? I need you to get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Roger that.
I think we take out the wasp first, and then we try to scare the shit out of the Wolverine and see if we can get him to panic eject. I want that Wolverine.
Standing by.
Let me see. MRM-20. I think we can get some decent accuracy up close, especially with precision strike. What do we got? 35%? If I precise strike, that goes up to 48%. Yeah, I'll take 50-50 odds.
All weapons, go.
I guess I should also look at what this Wolverine actually has. Okay, so it's a large laser, medium laser, SRM-6. Has the potential to do some damage.
What are your orders, Skipper?
So we'll have to be careful. We will have to step right if we don't want to get ourselves in trouble.
I got you.
Alright, let's give him the full alpha from the Ben Richards. Outstanding work. And we got some structure exposed. You love to see it. Did we ambush them mid-repair? No, these are periphery donkeys.
Barely
They're
hit, Commander.
essentially rebels. So they're walking around
Waiting for
in
orders.
beat-up mechs. That it's just a mechanic. Wait, okay, I was gonna say I didn't think Crappy had the ability to jump. Let's put you in cover.
Copy that.
And then we got 30% chance, 63% chance. I mean, we do need to put some damage on the Wolverine. Maybe we get lucky and get a cockpit shot.
Affirmative.
Man. Crappy is absolutely on brand today. Crappy is on brand today. And Condition of Man, first time chatter, says thanks for the gift subby. Well, congratulations on catching a collateral gift sub, Condition of Man. And welcome to the stream on a Sunday. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well so far. And Cadillac Jack as well, first time chatter. Good to see you, Cadillac. I approve the name, by the way. I do appreciate a good caddy. So thank you for joining us as well, Cadillac Jack. Hopefully you are also having an outstanding weekend so far. Suppressive fire with the Gauss. Yeah, I mean, that's not really what it's for, but that is definitely how it's getting used today.
Copy that.
Let's see. A couple medium lasers. I mean, we get better chances to hit with the mediums, but we might end up hitting our people in the back, so I'll take the lower chance to hit to avoid friendly fire. Hey, we got an internal hit on that. I'll take
Hell
it.
yeah.
I'll take it. And Postal Trout gifting a sub to Cadillac Jack, who's been in the chat for all of 30 seconds. Thank you, Postal Trout, for the massive generosity and the massive chicken. And Cadillac Jack, welcome into the cult of bad tactical decisions, where we have only one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it is Ecto Cooler. Hopefully you enjoy your stay with these overly generous donkeys. The robes are optional. They'll tell you otherwise, but the robes are optional. Are we winning? I mean, we're not losing. We're not losing.
Confirmed.
I don't know if that counts. Alright, let's do that, and then sandpaper.
All weapons, go.
Sandpaper. Go gadget sandpaper.
Good to go.
Panic at the Disco. Alright, there we go. I wanted to get an angle where I could hit the wasp. And we got it. As a matter of fact, I mean, you know what? Better safe than sorry.
Putting one in the back.
Okay, there goes the leg.
Reporting.
And he's going down. Take a dirt nap. Taking the injury. Yeah. And he panic ejected. Alright, outstanding. So that leaves us just one target. We gotta try to take down this Wolverine in such a way that we can salvage the whole thing. And Cody88 with 300 pesos bucks saying the togas are required for the weekly dorm parties. No. I said the robes are optional. The togas, especially for the dorm parties, the togas are absolutely required. I'm just saying. I don't make the rules, chat. I'm just here to enforce them. Chad, do we just melee this thing? I feel like that's a bad idea because it's got a bunch of lasers and SRM. Like, I feel like being in close range with this thing is not a good idea.
Moving to position.
I mean, we got 90s all around. I wish that our people had a little bit higher gunnery skills so that we could get the called shots, but unfortunately...
Roger that.
Unfortunately, we're just gonna have to settle for trying to get them to panic eject.
Receiving you.
The Jenner with the MRMs. I mean, a Jenner's not a melee mech, but I think it'd be funny. Kick him.
On it. Locked on for physical attack.
Because the MRMs do extra stability damage, so getting up close and hitting them point blank with as many of them as we can is definitely the way to go. Let's do this so we can have an elevated position. Let's give him the business.
I'm on him.
Come on, buddy. He's panicked.
Ready for orders.
He is panicked. I'm gonna use target prediction. And can I... We're not accidentally gonna hit our buddy in the back, right? I don't want to hit Dragon Master in the back.
Firing. Full complement on enemy.
Panic eject.
Good to go.
Panic eject. I want your mech.
Moving out. I copy.
Panic.
That hit something good.
Eject, you pussy. I want your mech.
Minimum damage. This guy's nuts. Hot damn. Let's do this.
I mean, he's panicked. Come on. I want your mech.
Yup.
Stop making shit difficult. Just panic eject.
Fun time.
I want a Wolverine.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Yes, Commander.
Like, I'm over here trying to do this in such a way that, like, I don't want to destroy the mech, but I don't have a lot of control over what we hit. And Fabriso, or Fibriso? Again, you'll have to let me know how to pronounce that. First time chatter says, is that advanced Battletech? It is indeed. It is BTA. We are playing BTA, the 19.1 update, I believe. But welcome to the stream, first time chatter, and hopefully you're having an outstanding weekend so far before Vin wasted no time gifting a sub to Fabriso. So, welcome to the stream, first of all, and congratulations on an almost immediate gift sub. Welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions. I mean, I guess we can go on with the small lasers. Like, the center torso or the left and right torso are both exposed on the front. The rear torso is exposed on the right. So really, if I come in from this angle, which direction is he actually facing? Okay, so he's facing this direction. So if I come in from this angle, we have the lowest odds of hitting him in the center torso. So I'm going to turn off the medium pulse lasers. I want to try to minimize the damage. I just want to hit him and go crit fishing and see if we can get him to panic eject. Because, like, we keep hitting all of these crits and destroying jump jets and heat sinks and all this other stuff. So, like, I'm trying to get him to panic eject. Okay, let's get in close. We're gonna kick. I'm gonna turn off all of the high damage weaponry. I'm gonna hit him with the lowest damage weaponry that we have. Like, I want him to panic. Actuator destroyed. Come on, dude.
Ah, you like that?
Panic!
That hit something.
Shit. Well, he panic ejected, but it destroyed the arm, so we're not getting all 4 parts.
Mission successful.
Shit. Like, we did what we wanted to do. It's just... Like, because we knocked him down with stability damage, which is good. That's what we were trying to do. But the problem is we destroyed the arm died. It exploded on the impact. We can still get 3 parts, but I don't know when the next time we're going to run into a Wolverine is. That's unfortunate. But of course, nobody took any real damage, nobody took any injuries or anything like that, so good mission all around. Good mission all around. Give me my Wolverine parts. Give. Gib. Wait, what? We only got 2 parts? Excuse me? I'm not angry, Chad, just disappointed. I will try my damnedest to ship her a growler of the brewery's finest if she gets all our pilots back safely today. I fear I might miss the stream. Can you ship alcohol across? Yeah? Is that allowed? I don't know if that's allowed. And Postal Trail gifting a sub to Mara. Mara, welcome back to the stream on a Sunday. Hopefully the weekend has been treating you well so far. And Postal Trail, thank you for yet another gifted sub. Trying to go for a world record out here. Let me see. I mean, we're gonna get most of this as salvage anyway, because we got 15 picks. So, I'm debating. I mean, I think we take the engine core for money. And then I'll assess what else we sell based on what we get from RNGesus. Wasp parts, I'm okay with selling that. Urban Meg part, definitely going in the bin. Get the fuck out of my face with medium chem lasers. I think an RL-40 is funny, but I'm never going to use it. I'm going to sell the engine cores, sell the chemical laser ammo. Sell the SRM ammo because we already have a bunch. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. We've certainly had some worse missions of late. Encountered any clan mech yet? Fabrizio, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we've encountered multiple clan mechs. And even brought some down with full salvage, and then just didn't get the parts. And then, of course, there was the Dark Caste clan member that showed up, and was just a regular-ass urban mech. Not a 2C, not an Omni, just a regular-ass urban mech. Because the game was just making fun of me at that point.